Hey Wanda, it's Lee from Amion. I thought I would make you a quick video to show you how this works. If you're in your schedule and you've got a row on your call schedule along the left, a couple of these are already set up here, but I'll show you how they would come to be. Night Float, if I look to my info box, is a Q1 call service, so that means when I drop a name in, it's going to be the same person all month long, and you can set up some rules about who's allowed to work there. Right now there's a pool staff rule. That's one way to do it. So that means when I click on the spot where a name goes, I've got Michelle and Maya, the two people who are on Night Float in July. And it looks like Michelle's already got an assignment here, so I just need a spot for Maya. So I'm going to drop Maya's name in, and then she's good for the whole month. You can fill the whole year, although it might be easier to just kind of toggle ahead and make sure that everybody's where they should be. If I put in Sid, Sid is on right up until his rotation ends, I believe. And the next person on Night Float could be Seth. Looks like there are a couple Night Float rows here. Maybe the last one is for Alvond. Maybe Seth doesn't need it to be listed. Maybe you only need 3 rows. I'm not exactly sure. But let me set up another one that you mentioned. Let's see. How about Trauma Days? Okay, let's see. There's Trauma. Okay, so this one is not set up yet. Let's set it up. I'm going to make a rule, and here's how. I'll click Window and Rule Writer. I've got a staff by rule. I'm going to make a new one. Blue asterisk to make a new rule. Staff by rule 6 says that people on rotation trauma, and I think you said Trauma Days, right? Yeah, trauma goes to Trauma Days. So Trauma Days, grab that rotation and say that it applies to the trauma service. And you've got a couple trauma services here. I'm going to say that it could be any one of these rows that I want to be able to add people to. And that really is all it takes to get your rule up and running. And then I'm going to click in the info box and say that trauma is another one of those call one or Q1 patterns, meaning anybody who works every day. So let's see. So now this guy is on Trauma Days in August. So maybe I gotta go back to July. Devi is on, and it looks like, he ought to be on every day. If I drop him in, actually, maybe he's got some vacation days. Maybe that's what's going on here. Jason Lim should be on every day, I believe. Let's go back to August, where things are simpler. So this guy, I'm going to click his name, and he's on for his entire time that he's on Trauma Days. You can also have the trauma service pull from other rotations if you want to as well. But those rules and that pattern for call is basically how you set it up. One more thing, if this really is Trauma Days, the Trauma Days row, you might want to change the name to be Trauma Days. You can rename it, and then you can set the hours to make sure that they're daytime hours. When you click the little white clock icon in here, oh, it looks like you're good. Monday through Friday call begins at 9 a.m. That makes sense. I hope this helps. I wanted to kind of show you how it works in case you need to tweak it later on. Please give this a look. Let me know what you think, and I won't save any of this just yet, and hope that it makes sense. Okay, I'll send this your way.